Getting away is vital to growth. When we hang out in familiar places, we have familiar ideas. When we meet somebody new and we're like, I never thought of that. Or when we try a different food, or when we go and sit in a coffee shop that we've never been in. I love doing that and I need to do more of it. Hey everybody, Melissa here with In the Nitty Gritty, Coaching with Melissa, and I'm coming in. I'm a little relaxed today. I'm just a touch not feeling the best, so I'm up here in my room with a blanket on me and working on a presentation, and wanted to hop on because it's Thursday and just share with you that I was able to get away. And I do not do that enough. I am an introvert. I like my home. I like kind of staying in my circle. So it's really something that I really am intentional about doing because it's not comfortable for me. But I recently went to California, and this was a trip that was on the books for months. So I still went despite where we are in the world, and it was so good. It was so needed. It was in true transparency. It was supposed to be a gift for my birthday, not my birthday, my daughter's birthday, and she chose not to go. So I struggle in parenting sometimes. 17 is hard, and she didn't want to go with mom. So I still went because I paid for the damn ticket. And my bestie ended up joining me. She got a flight and we stayed together and we worked. We used it then as a work weekend where we both just drilled in. And I was like, are we really going to work? Like, I didn't know. So I have my bestie and we walk all the time. We talk all the time, but we've never had a sleepover. So I was genuinely a little nervous. And I'm like, are we really going to get work done? Because I had a list of things that I could do. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to use it as a work weekend. But we did. And the first day we chilled out by the pool and we just talked about where we want to go in our world and in our businesses and what our family life wants to be like. And then the next day we went for a really long hike, and again talking and her challenging me to, okay, what are you going to do to get more podcasts, Melissa, or talk about where I wanted to go with the podcast world, and then going back to her because she's looking at hiring, and just so like just to really simmer. Now, some of us might be able to talk with our partners that way, and that's awesome, but a lot of us can't. And it's so vital to have those people in our circle. So if you have a business bestie, bonus, that's a gift. And we realize what a gift we are to each other because we can talk and just kind of get that out. So that way we can be present with our families. But getting away and just being able to be in new surroundings and how that feeds us spiritually and creatively. So the last day we were there, the weather was crummy, so we genuinely just stayed in our hotel room and both of us worked probably 8 hours, going back and forth talking like, what do you think about this? And then we'd work some more, and what do we think about this? And we joke that we're probably not getting the most important stuff done, but we were doing the things that we don't have time to do when we come back home. We don't have time to sit and rework wording or copy on something that's, it's kind of in the parking lot. It needs to get done, but it keeps getting pushed away. So it was really awesome to take that weekend and just work on things that never get done at home because there's other things at home pulling us. And plus being around the beauty of the mountains and the palm trees and just in a new territory. So I came back from that weekend and I genuinely, it is a priority for me quarterly to get away. Does it need to be California? No, it can be a Northwoods cabin. It can be going down south. It can be going an hour away to an Airbnb. It just needs to be out of my circle of normalcy because I will then go, we're creatures of routine, and this woman is very much a routine person. So I go to the same places, the same walk route, the same bars, the same restaurants. So to get myself out of my comfort zone was just a great reminder that I need to do that. And I want to encourage you to do that. And I remember early in my business, I don't know why I'm emotional about this, but I remember just being like, I can't, or having littles, like when you're having littles and then feeling guilty to take that time. But I remember when I was at my, like, just overwhelmed, maxed out, I said, I need to hire somebody for 2 hours a week because I didn't have any help at home. And I had 5 kids and I had this side hustle business that I was trying to grow. And I finally hired help. And I hired her for 2 hours a week, 2 hours, so I could go grocery shopping by myself and take a yoga class. That was so helpful. And I felt guilty because we didn't have the money. I felt guilty because I should be at home with my mom, with my kids. I felt guilty because my work is at night. So the whole thing is so we don't have to pay for childcare. And it sucked the life out of me. So starting with that 2 hours. So maybe that's where you are, where you just want to, I just need a breath for you so that you can go leisurely walk through the grocery store without kids. And then like, I mean, that's how it started with me. And then little nibbles, little further of, okay, I'm going to go to this coffee shop and I'm going to sit here or drive to the next city over and sit in a coffee shop. And then now I'm at a place where I genuinely quarterly, it's going to be a weekend away, a long weekend for me, myself, and I, all 3 of us. And whether I bring a friend or whether I go by myself, it is intentional R&R time to just regroup. It's so important. So when we're around our same familiar settings, we have the same familiar ideas. So I want you to get outside of your circle of comfort and go to a new place and just let the spirit guide you in creativity, in what you should do. You just don't have like this super strict agenda, because I did. I had my list and I did everything but what was on my list, and yet it was so highly productive. So that is my nugget to you today. Take care of you. Take care of you so, so good so you can feed others. Okay, you all? Have a good week. Peace. Bye-bye.